As a physician deeply immersed in functional medicine and nutritional science, I want to talk to you today about something often overlooked, but absolutely vital to your health: zinc. There are some critical misconceptions about zinc that I see time and time again, especially as people try to optimize their immunity, energy, and hormone levels. These are not just minor mistakes, they can profoundly impact how your body functions. Today, we're going to walk through the 4 most common zinc-related errors and, more importantly, how to avoid them intelligently and safely. Let's begin by acknowledging the essential role zinc plays in human biology. Zinc is not just another trace mineral. It's required for the activity of over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, influencing everything from DNA synthesis and cellular repair to immune surveillance and hormonal balance. Without sufficient zinc, human life is simply not sustainable. Mistake number 1: taking excessive amounts of zinc. There's a commonly held misconception that if a little is good, more must be better. But it's not that simple. High doses of zinc, typically more than 150 milligrams daily, can disrupt critical mineral balances in the body, such as copper homeostasis. Zinc and copper are antagonistic minerals. When you supplement with high levels of zinc over time, you interfere with copper absorption. Copper is essential for red blood cell formation, mitochondrial energy production, and maintaining cardiovascular integrity through its role in enzymes like superoxide dismutase, which mitigate oxidative stress. To avoid this imbalance, zinc supplementation should be paired with copper in the correct ratio, usually around 10-1. So, if you're taking 30 milligrams of zinc, ensure you're also getting approximately 3 milligrams of copper. This proportion helps maintain the synergistic actions of both nutrients across many enzymatic systems, without tipping the scale in favor of one. Interestingly, when it comes to immune function, more zinc isn't always better. High-intensity dosing, such as 100 to 150 milligrams daily, can offer therapeutic benefit during acute infections or inflammatory episodes, but only short-term, ideally no longer than 72 hours. This is because excessive zinc over extended periods can actually have an immunosuppressive effect, impairing the function of T cells and granulocytes, which help coordinate antiviral and antibacterial actions within your body. To clarify, dietary zinc does not pose this problem. These concerns specifically relate to isolated supplementation, particularly when dosed aggressively and consistently over time. Mistake number 2: ignoring zinc's critical cofactors. Zinc does not operate in isolation within human metabolism. It requires key cofactors, other nutrients that enable it to perform optimally within the body's biochemical landscape. Let me explain this simply. If you're zinc deficient, you might experience hair loss, reduced libido, poor wound healing, impaired taste or smell, or even hormonal imbalance. Zinc is essential for testosterone synthesis, and its deficiency is commonly associated with subfertility in men and cycle irregularities in women. However, zinc's effectiveness relies heavily on nutrients such as magnesium, vitamin B6, and folate, each facilitating a different aspect of zinc's functionality. For instance, magnesium plays a central role as a stabilizer of ATP, cellular energy currency, and without adequate magnesium, zinc cannot be effectively transported or utilized at the cellular level. Vitamin B6, pyridoxine, acts as a crucial activator for magnesium itself. B6 is also vital for the synthesis of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, and its deficiency is associated with PMS, mood disorders, and even nerve compression syndromes such as carpal tunnel. In fact, B6 supplementation has been documented as a therapeutic option in cases of early-stage carpal tunnel syndrome due to its anti-inflammatory properties and impact on fluid retention. Folate, particularly in its active form L-methylfolate, is important for DNA synthesis, red blood cell production, and cardiovascular protection. It assists in methylation pathways, processes where zinc is also actively involved. Neglecting these supporting nutrients can blunt the benefits of zinc, despite proper dosing. Mistake number 3, not knowing when you're zinc deficient. It surprises many patients to hear how common zinc deficiency actually is, especially in industrialized nations where soil quality has declined and processed foods dominate. While subtle signs like white spots on the nails can point toward deficiency, a far more reliable method is the oral zinc taste test. Available at health stores or online, it involves swishing a small amount of zinc sulfate solution in the mouth for 10 to 15 seconds, without swallowing. If the liquid tastes flat or resembles water, there's a good chance your zinc levels are suboptimal. A strong, immediate metallic or bitter taste typically indicates adequate status. But here's where food plays a leading role. Some of the best natural sources of zinc come from seafood, particularly shellfish like oysters, crab, and lobster, as well as land-based, nutrient-dense options like red meat, liver, and pasture-raised eggs. Plant-based sources, such as pumpkin seeds or legumes, while helpful, often contain phytates, compounds that bind to minerals like zinc and reduce their overall absorption. Thus, while a balanced plant-rich diet is health-supportive, those relying strictly on plant-based sources should be especially mindful of their zinc intake and bioavailability. Mistake number 4, taking too little zinc or not absorbing it effectively. Deficiency in zinc is not just a theoretical risk. It's incredibly common in specific populations, especially in children consuming cereals and refined grains, which are high in phytic acid, a known chelator of zinc. Other factors that exacerbate zinc depletion include chronic diarrhea, which increases the excretion of zinc and electrolytes, hypochlorhydria, low stomach acid, often seen in aging individuals or those on antacids, which impairs mineral absorption, alcohol consumption, which not only reduces zinc absorption, but also increases its urinary loss, pregnancy, hormonal contraceptives, and estrogen dominance, all conditions that raise zinc requirements, diabetes due to persistent hyperglycemia, which alters zinc metabolism and increases urinary zinc excretion, and high ejaculation frequency, relevant in fertility discussions or excessive sexual activity, depletes zinc because semen is highly concentrated with zinc. For therapeutic impact, many adults may need at least 30 to 40 milligrams daily, especially when under stress, recovering from injury, engaging in intense training, or dealing with chronic health issues. As muscle mass increases, so does the body's demand for zinc. It's vital for tissue repair and cellular regeneration. One of the more remarkable uses of zinc is in clinical settings. Zinc carnosine, for example, has been shown to improve healing in conditions like gastric ulcers, diabetic wounds, and even intestinal permeability concerns, often labeled as leaky gut. Food should always be the foundational source of your nutrients. Focus on zinc-rich choices such as grass-fed red meat, organ meats, shellfish, and sea vegetables. But when supplementation is necessary, the form matters. Look for zinc bisglycinate or zinc picolinate. These chelated versions enhance absorption and are more gentle on the stomach than zinc oxide or sulfate. As for timing, zinc is best taken with food to optimize absorption and reduce the risk of mild gastrointestinal upset. However, if you're fasting or on a restricted meal schedule, supplemental zinc can still be taken on an empty stomach. It will just be slightly less bioavailable. So, zinc is one of those micronutrients that operates silently behind the scenes until it doesn't. When levels fall too low or rise excessively, the consequences ripple across your entire physiology, from immune system shifts and hormonal disruptions to poor healing and cognitive function. Correcting the common zinc mistakes we've covered today, whether it's proper dosing, timing, co-nutrient support, or recognizing deficiency, equips you with the knowledge to make smarter decisions for long-term health. And that's just the beginning. Zinc offers benefits that go beyond what we've discussed, a powerful impact on skin, mood, insulin regulation, and even chronic inflammatory conditions. For a deeper dive, I encourage you to check out the next video where we explore those underrated benefits. As always, I'm here to help you bring precision, insight, and clarity to your health journey.